had it, we finished.
And punk didn't just change attitudes, it took the mystique out of the whole business of making records. It encouraged people to find new ways of making music, either by going to the small labels or by getting the records made themselves and selling them to their fans. This do-it-yourself approach is still as important today as it was in the early days of punk. The XTRAVERTS, High Wycombe's local group, are taking the lacquer of their new single from the recording studio to be pressed up. Doug Kane is the manager of the pressing plant they use.
Well, the bands bring us a lacquer which is cut from the tapes. We send it away for processing. It comes back in a metal form and we put it in a hydraulic machine and press a bit of plastic.
By taking orders from groups like the XTRAVERTS, Doug has been able to expand the business. And you found that a lot of bands need your services?
Oh, indeed, yeah. Yeah, services, you know, and this sort of small run stuff that the major companies wouldn't handle. We've done anything from 250 to 50,000. We obviously advertise in the Melody Maker, and from that it just snowballed. And we're very busy when the industry is fairly slack.
This arrangement is good for the groups too. With their new single, the XTRAVERTS will not only build up their following, but also make a small profit. Nige, how many records have you had pressed up?
1,000. Yeah.
And what will you do with them now?
We'll send them to Rough Trade and Spillers Records in Cardiff, and we'll sell some locally ourselves, like the old one.
Do you think you'll sell out?
Yeah, we sold the last one easy enough, like, it's quite good. And
what do you do with the money?
We'll put it into a new record, like, we've got some new material that we want to release soon.
Thanks a lot. At first, this growth of small-scale record production didn't bother the big companies. In fact, they benefited from it. As the small companies grew, they were keen to use the larger ones' distribution and pressing facilities rather than have to invest in their own. And with falling record sales, the companies that own these assets were glad to hire out their spare capacity. The majors also benefited by picking up new ideas for packaging.